Hello guys, today we're gonna watch scary videos today. I know my voice changed, but it will get better as soon as I watch this scary video, so do it along with me. And also, thank you for 10,000 views. I really appreciate, huh? Appreciate it. And subscribe first too. Let's get right into it.
Sisters are alone at home, hiding inside a room when their house alarm starts to go off. As it seems, someone had entered their home. Their security camera shows the front door open, suggesting that someone did in fact break inside. But what's strange about this is that when they replay the moment the door opens, no one is seen. It just seemingly opens up all on its own. Now, at this moment, the two sisters didn't see how the door opened up. They just saw that the door was wide open, and it doesn't help that they just heard a police siren outside their house. But as if the situation couldn't escalate anymore, this happens.
Clear. Clear.
Just got the brand new iPhone 17. Experience
What
the latest
It's ad,
technology,
bro.
stunning
Hold up,
display,
hold
and
up.
As it seems, another presence had been inside the home, though not the kind they were expecting. Both sisters initially thought a person had broken in, but upon watching the footage and seeing the small, shadowy figure dashing past the camera, they knew that this was something else. Whatever this was doesn't appear to have any discernible features, and it doesn't help that it moves exceedingly fast before disappearing out of nowhere.
The fact that it just moved so quickly, but then like the motion capture camera didn't see that shape, and like when it was
Even the camera seems to have trouble identifying the figure. There's moments when it passes by and no visual tracker appears around it. But then strangely, at times, the green box appears in the dark room as though something was being detected. Never before has the camera done this until tonight when the door opened by itself.
front door opening on its own, that closed. We closed that door.
And I mean, this house is like brand new. Like it's not old or like anything.
Yeah.
Considering that all this activity was preceded by the door opening, they believe something
Like, bro,
paranormal
my
had forced
parents
its
are
way
so
in,
freaking loud.
which makes you wonder about
I'm
the
not
video
giving
from early
me any
on.
space to
Could
record
it be
this
that something
video.
supernatural had opened the bedroom door at the beginning of this video? Or was it
And my
simply due to
dog
something
is
else?
not also giving
After
me
watching the
space by
footage,
barking,
it's hard to
bro.
say what exactly occurred. Just what exactly was the camera picking up that night? As always, let me know your thoughts on this one.
I'm actually super scared right now. Bro. 4. Thank God you're
On Wednesday night, a team of paramedics arrived at a house to assist a man with severe schizophrenia. According to the man, he couldn't leave his room because someone was standing at his door.
They're not gonna let me go past it. They're not gonna let me go past it. Somebody's there.
We're right here,
I'm
right?
telling you, somebody's at the door and they're not gonna let me go past it.
They wearing? What are they wearing?
They're wearing blue. Like
Good,
someone's
good.
there and they're not gonna let me go past it. Someone's at the door.
I need you to sit up, okay? Can you do that?
Listen, there's no need to apologize. Whatever makes you comfortable, okay?
Thank
We're
you.
here for you.
Okay?
Right? Is that okay? Are you? Stand here. Are you okay?
I'm watching scary videos.
While
Hello,
claiming
my
to see
little
someone
baby.
standing at his door,
I'm
a
watching
clock falls without
making
warning.
a video.
Now, the possibility of this being a coincidence isn't entirely ruled out, but when you consider the fact that the clock was securely mounted on the wall, well, things get very strange. Now, aside from the clock falling, there's something else in this video that was recorded, and it has to do with this doorway. 23-year-old Cass, the man undergoing psychosis, is a diagnosed schizophrenic who in a short video says this.
Schizophrenia, you probably not crazy. We're not crazy. People that have schizophrenia are normal people. My most common hallucination is seeing a shadow figure in doorways, like in any doorway. So think of any doorway in your house. My therapist and I do something called visualization dismissal. So I open and close the door repeatedly, and that kind of like scrubs away the shadow figure.
Although he wasn't seeing a shadow figure this time, he was seeing a man. And this man just so happens to be the same thing that his girlfriend saw 2 years ago in their old home. Keep in mind that Cass's girlfriend doesn't have schizophrenia or any condition that causes her to see things that aren't there. Her description of what she saw was eerily similar to Cass's depiction of the man. Now, because of this angle, we can't see what it is that she saw, but thankfully, there's another camera in this house that might have recorded evidence of the so-called man. Over on Cass's channel, you'll find many videos where he documents his schizophrenic episodes. Thanks to his GoPro, he can easily record moments of extreme psychosis by simply pressing a button.
What I do is if the hallucination's like really strong and I am not even like making sense out of reality, I use this. And basically I point it at the door frame or whatever I'm seeing and look at the screen. And if what I'm seeing in the door frame isn't on the GoPro screen, it's not real. Helps me calm down.
I'm doing really bad right now.
However, there's one video on his channel that's completely different from the rest. While talking to an hallucination, he captures this.
You always say the same thing. No. Quit it.
Tidak kah?
Stop
Masa man?
bringing that up.
Ayan kuan an.
Stop saying that. You always wait till now to say that. Go. Alexa, light on.
This cool Pokemon game, it's finally on. Familiar trip with partners. New gameplay. All generations.
Ano na sa kauban?
Cass couldn't tell if what he was seeing was real, so naturally, he walks over to the other curtains to do his usual technique and tries to get rid of the so-called delusion. Apparently, he wasn't just seeing the curtain moving, but a figure standing behind it. In a panic frenzy, he opens and closes the drape as an attempt to scrub away the figure, but while doing so, the curtain moves again. This was strange considering that he was no longer seeing someone behind it, yet somehow, despite doing his usual technique, something was still happening. But as if that wasn't creepy enough, the whole drape begins to lift upwards. It appears to go up entirely before dropping to the ground. If seeing things in doorways didn't already freak him out, then surely this has. Now to this day, watching this video freaks him out. Seeing this scares him, because what he thought was just an hallucination was actually real. This, as a result, makes it harder for him to trust his own perception. It's for this reason that he rarely talks about this incident. But after recording what recently happened, he couldn't help but think of this. So then, might there be some connection between this occurrence and the one from many years ago? Cass believes so. But of course, like all videos, I'll let you come up with your own conclusions. For now, this one remains a mystery. Now this next video was submitted to me by Sam J, who's part of the yearbook team at our high school. One afternoon, while a group of senior students were rehearsing for a graduate ceremony that took place last spring, a camera inside the auditorium recorded something that left all students, including staff, terrified.
what you guys will do first is you're gonna take the diploma from me.
It was during the speech rehearsal by the school principal that this was caught. Take a look.
That's okay. We don't want any broken ankles tonight for graduation. So then we're going to talk about individual accomplishments a little bit, and we're going to move you off to the side before other stuff starts. Just a change in air pressure, or was that a friendly ghost, Mr. Baker?
Hindi na.
Thank you, sir. And then, let's see, then we'll talk about STEM.
The principal carries on, paying little attention to what just happened, as he claims this could have been due to wind pressure. But despite thinking this, it would be what happens next that completely changes his mind, while instructing students on how to move on stage. This is captured.
The programs and how we're trying to grow those, and also maybe a little bit about growing sports programs as well. And then we'll talk about your individual achievements, and how you guys have been taking leadership. Everybody should give us their science. We must have an open door somewhere else in the building, blowing that open. Anyway, so let's get started just the way that we're gonna go. So we'll go John Anderson, we'll do the thing, walk over, and then Cal Connors, thing, come over, then we got no, that's the right order. So Michael Thompson comes over. That great. We've got Emily Rodriguez. Same thing. And just fly away.
Ads, bro.
It's at this point that the notion of this being just the wind stops making sense. A cap on one of the students flies off their head. Almost as if someone knocked it off, the hat zips across in a swift and sudden motion before landing close to the exit. The same exit where no one was seen opening the door. Even the principal, who initially thought it was nothing, couldn't make sense of this. According to Sam J., the yearbook member who sent me this clip, he was just as baffled as everyone else. Now, after this happened, they proceeded to finish up the rehearsal before leaving an hour later. The next day, Sam takes the video of the exit door and shows that they're not automatic. If they were, then this definitely would have explained the doors opening, but given that they're not, and considering the cap incident, perhaps what occurred here was caused by something unexplainable. If true, then students might not be as sad to leave the school on graduation day, given that it might be haunted. Now that's creepy. On December 27 of 2025, a strange video was posted by a veterinary hospital in Madison, Alabama, where apparently something happened that caused all employees to stop in their tracks. What occurred during this moment has left everyone spooked. Now, this video recording was kept private for 4 years until just a few weeks ago. It was only after receiving many comments asking for this footage that Renee Holt, the owner of this clinic, decided to share it, as she believes her clinic is haunted. From dog kennels that often open on their own in the middle of the night, to office equipment being thrown around with no apparent cause, Renee and her staff have no explanation for these odd occurrences. However, there is one theory that occasionally comes up at work, and it's the belief that all this activity might be due to the dogs who passed away at this clinic. Whether being put down for medical reasons or naturally passing away, they were last alive at this location. But despite their absence, it seems that they're still here, just not physically. One night, while caring for a critically ill cat, this happens. A dog is heard crying somewhere in this clinic, but that's odd because there shouldn't be a dog here at this time. The only other dog inside this clinic is the one in this office. However, they don't howl or make any noise throughout the footage.
Okay, so you still want to do banana bag, 15 mils an hour, head starch, 4 mils an hour. Over this way. Alright. Medication, metronidazole, 15 mils BID, IV. No. So, yeah. Alright, wait a second, help me. It's coming from my
Checking extensively, both inside and outside, they find nothing. The dog was nowhere to be found. Yet still, the cries continue as if desperately wanting to be found. But unfortunately, that never happens. With no sight or any trace of this canine, the staff can't help but wonder if what they heard had been a dog they once cared for. Could it be that what they heard was something from the other side? It isn't certain if that's the case, but it's been 4 years since this happened, and despite capturing other strange things on camera, this one remains unforgettable to the clinic. If you caught something creepy on camera, or if there's any ghost videos you'd like me to check out and include in the next compilation, you can send them over to scaryvideos444@gmail.com.
Bye guys.